Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to viewers to more Stormworks. Today we are back working on our massive rocket. We're getting really close here. We've got pretty much everything built. We just need to kind of connect things up and see if we can actually get it working. If we can get it working, then we can get this thing into space and then we can figure out what's wrong with it, because I'm sure there's a ton wrong with it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump in the workbench. Let's start, I guess, building a bunch of microcontrollers to get this thing all hooked up, and that way we can do some separations and we can get these rockets boosting. Let's go. All right, so first things first, we're gonna have to have a ton of composite pass through, and I gotta figure out where everything was. I have forgotten already. So we're coming down through the seat's coming through these. What are all of these? Did I label these? So we got RCS, we got an instrument panel. This is our giant pass through here, I believe. Yep, and it just uses a couple buttons there. So I think what we could do is maybe copy this guy here. Let's copy him. We're gonna need to have one on this and then one on here as well, and I think from there we should be able to control everything else, but we're gonna have to do some is that how I want to do this? I don't know if this is how I want to do this, because I need to skip a signal through. So honestly, I don't think we need this one. Do we need this one? Because I can take the signal off of, where is it, the signal off of this one. We're coming down to here and we're coming down to here, and then this one can go into there, and then this one can come straight into there, and that should work, right? See, we'll send the signal down, it comes here, it comes into here. From here we can tell it to do whatever we want. We're probably gonna need a microcontroller in here. That's okay. Let's see, I'm not sure how I want to do this now. I guess maybe let's start with the what happened here? Are my boosters off? Did I put them on wrong? Or did I put that piece in wrong? I think I put that piece in wrong. That's exactly what I did with these. Okay, no worries. That's an easy fix. Easy fix. All right, so we'll just fix this up here. That's easy enough. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Copy that, delete that, and we'll just sit that right in here, like so. All right, so we need, do I have the little boosters up here? We've got the little boosters up here. I think I need to make a microcontroller for this first, and then maybe work my way backwards. I think that's how I want this to happen. I'm not sure. I'm gonna grab my microcontroller real quick. All right, so we got a little microcontroller. Let's see. So let's start. We're gonna need some composite. Composite's gonna come down from something, and then it's gonna go into this microcontroller. Okay, in this microcontroller, we've got to do a lot of things. We've got parachutes. We've got a thruster here. We've got a thruster down here. We've also got to disconnect, and that can be done from over here on this side. Okay, so let's start with this. First, we're gonna have some composite. Then we need a launch for the booster. We need parachute, and we need detach, which also is the little detached thruster. So this will be launch, SRB. Then we'll have jettison, SRB, and then parachute. All right, so let's spread all this out. Can we reshape this to maybe be longer, and then I don't know, how much room do I have in that little area? So maybe let's do it like this. Perfect. All right, how do I want all this to work? I do not know. First of all, let's go back and change these all need to be outputs. Back to the logic. I guess that we'll have there'll be an instrument panel for this somewhere up top, which will control all of this. So we'll just consider this, let's see, 1, 2, and 3 on this. Let's see, let's get a composite on off. We'll give it 3 channels. No, we want a composite right. No, what do I want? What do I want here? Yeah, I need a composite read. We're gonna take 3 composite reads. I'll have channel 1, channel 2. So jettisoning the SRBs will then give us a signal for the parachutes. I don't know if we'll need that just yet. So let's get this going. So button 1, launch SRBs. Button 2, jettison our SRBs. Then I feel like we're gonna need an altitude sensor in here, that once this is turned on, once we've jettisoned, then it can read the altitude sensor and get rid of these parachutes. So let's come back to our logic here. Let's do some building. We do need to make it a little longer here. And we're gonna come in and put a number. This is gonna be our altitude, and that will be an input. Where is that? So that can go here. So now I need to read this so that if this is in between a certain height, so our low threshold will be 0, our high threshold, let's say 1,000. And then from there, if this, and we'll need an OR gate, no, an AND. We'll grab an AND gate. So if the threshold has been met and the SRBs have been jettisoned, then you can activate the parachute. And that should work right there. Channel 1, channel 2, launch, jettison. Okay, update, confirm. Okay, so now we're gonna have to send all our signals out. Parachute, jettison SRB, launch SRB. Perfect. Let's copy this and take this to the other side. This also gets one. We can do the same things here. We can jettison our SRB, we can hit our parachute, and we can launch our SRB, like so. We're gonna need an altimeter inside each one of these. We can go like that. This can go straight into these guys here. Perfect, just like that. And now these are good to go. We could move these inside, so let's do that. I'm gonna move these inside. I think I can just do something like this. Perfect. Okay, paste it, merge that. Let's go do the other one. Cut that. We'll get inside here and paste it and merge it. Oh, I didn't paste it. Hang on. Paste it. I thought I heard it click and merge it. There we go. Okay, so now our SRBs are good to go. I'm gonna need something on this side that also receives the same number 2 signal here that fires this to also launch and release this. But first, let's make our little instrument panel. Let's do this. We'll grab this. I know I've got one up top. We're just gonna do it right here on the side here, just for getting it done. So we'll come in here like this. Let's do number 1 is our launch SRB. I like caps, so we're gonna go launch SRB. This is going to be a button. Number 2 will be jettison SRBs. This is also going to be a button. We'll put that on channel 2. Number 3 will be, oh, I don't know yet. We don't know, because that will be maybe launching the fuel cell here. Launch LRB, liquid FS, what is it? Liquid fuel rockets, FLR. Launch liquid fuel rockets. Okay, and then this one can be jettison liquid fuel rockets. Okay, so that'd be perfect. So we'll do a button on this one, and we'll do a button on this one. This can be number 3, this can be number 4, and that'll be perfect. So we'll have everything we need to control this lower end on one button here. That'll be nice. Perfect. So from there, we'll need some sort of we'll need another microcontroller in here somewhere. All right, so we'll put our instrument panel, let's see, at least make it as even as we can here. There we go. Is that centered? Centered enough. All right. So let's see. Where's this composite coming from? We're gonna have to pick a composite line here that is not used. So let's come down this right side here. Let's see. Comes into here. It comes into here. This one comes into here. We'll go to here, and then we can grab the composite out of this. All that is one unit, and that can come into here. And then, let's see, this output goes to here. This output goes to here. Data send, so this is the data from this one to go into that one. And I think that's how we want to set this up. And then this will go up here into, we'll go ahead and do this. We can bring this all the way up. This is not a seat composite here. This will be a button composite. So there we go. Now we can work on that from down here, and we can see all of that. All right, now let's get into this microcontroller and figure out what we need to do here. Okay, so what are we doing here? Let's go ahead and move these guys up so that I can tell where they are. That will make sense for me now. So we'll move this up all the way into our command module here. Let's flip it over, and we'll just slide it over. Let's get inside here, find a nice little spot for it, and let's just say right next to everything else. Perfect, there we go. Hopefully that is the right way. We'll find out when we get inside here. But now we can paint this up a nice little gray like nobody saw it. Perfect, and now we can actually start following some of this stuff through. So this composite goes into here, which then goes into here, which then goes into here, which then goes into here. Got so many different things here. And then from here to, actually, we could bypass this. We don't need this. We could just go straight from here, And this is not needed, but it is also kind of needed because I think we need this for something else here. I'm getting so confused now that there's so much composite going on. Let's do this. I'm gonna delete this. This isn't needed. Let me jump in and actually see if any of that actually works. Let's get in here. All right, sit in a seat. Okay, launch. Okay, it actually works. Okay, that's working, that's working, that's working. Okay, jettison. Okay, so it cut loose but didn't work. Okay, so what else works? Let's see. Launch liquid fuel. You know what, that would help if we actually had a throttle pass through for that. Okay, so okay. Now I know what's going on here. Let's see. So when we jettisoned, we didn't jettison the bottom section. Oh, we just didn't do anything. Oh, that's why we needed that controller. That's why that controller was there. Okay, we'll do this again. That can go there. Let's go back to our composite. We're passing through on this. That can go there. And then it was buttons 3 and 4 that we needed for launching, right? We can come in here and go launch and ignite. Both of these can be outputs. So this will be, let's get it, come on. There we go. Launch, liquid fuel rocket, and then jettison, liquid fuel rocket. And this needs to be an output as well. We can make this smaller. Get into our logic. This goes here, here. Let's zoom in. We know that our launch was on 3 and jettison was on 4. So we can do that like that and that like that. Perfect. Update that. Let's go back into the world. Let's get our regular data. So we want to jettison. No, I did this wrong. Not jettison LFR, but jettison solid rocket boosters. Okay, now this is gonna make sense. Okay, where is my logic? So now we're gonna jettison our SRBs. We can do this. We'll hook these up as well. We just want it to go cocoon and get off of us. Perfect. And then we zoom out, and then this comes down to there. And do we have any controls or anything on this right now? No, we do not. What we could do is we could do a throttle pass through. That could be a thing. And then where is our throttle going now? I think we're already throttle passing, aren't we? If we could use one throttle for everything, that would be awesome. So throttle is coming down through here into this one, which then means it comes down into this, which means we've now passed into here. So we have throttle here. Let's bring that on down to this. So we can then now bring throttle down to here. So what we can do is we'll take this. Perfect. Let's do this. We'll select. We will edit this. This guy can be an input as well. And this will be our throttle. Okay, awesome. And then where is that at? That is over here. Let's go back out. I'm already confusing myself. So where was that coming down through? That was coming down through here to here to here to here to here. Okay, we've got it. We've got our throttle pass through. Let me come up here and see what we did for the throttle here. All right, so we just put a thrust on our composite there. Awesome. We're going to come back into our microcontroller. This guy is going to hook up to this one. We will need to make this a little bigger. We'll stretch this out by 1, go to our logic, add a number here. This is going to be an output, and we're going to call this throttle. Throttle, sure. Back into our logic, where is this guy at? And here he is. Is that the right thing? I need it to come out. Okay, so was this not right here? So hang on. I think this is going to have to come over here. This is going to go here, and then that one to there. And we don't need that connection there. I hope this works. All right, update. Let's spawn this in again. And hopefully I've hooked everything up right. That was quite a mess, but we're gonna see here. So we're gonna launch our SRBs. Perfect, we are taking off. Okay, so then we're going to jettison our SRBs. They are not letting go for some reason. Okay, we're gonna launch our liquid fuel rockets. Nothing. And we can jettison those guys. So stuff is hooked up wrong. Hang on. Why did number 4 get rid of those guys? I've got some numbers crossed here. Okay, so if we're gonna jettison our SRBs, it helps to put it on the right number here. So this one needs to go here. Now, I don't know why our throttle wasn't working. Let's test this out. I wanna just do one thing at a time here and we'll figure out if this is all working, but I think that should get our SRBs off now. And if that does, then we're, oops, wrong seat. Wrong seat. Which seat? This seat. All right. Launch SRBs. Perfect. Jettison SRBs. Perfect. They're going to go for quite a while here. Launch liquid fuel. No. Okay. Well, we've broken stuff. Cool. Look at that. Everything is just awesome. We're dying. All right. So that launched. Why am I not getting throttle pass through? Let's figure this out. All right. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out why it's not working. It's because I never hooked it up. So that's a thing. So let's try this now. Let's see if our liquid fuel actually works. And if that's the case, then we've actually got a functioning rocket here. So let's get in our seat. Okay. Why? Launch liquid fuel rockets. Come on. Why is it not working? All right, let's try this one more time. I don't know what's going on. I'm having some issue here with my composite. I might have to have somebody come and look at it and figure things out. But let's give this one more go here. We have got our SRBs here. Nice. They launched. They are doing the job. We are going very slow though. I'm curious actually how high these will get us. I don't have any instruments to tell us that, do we? No. There's a systems button there. I don't know what that does, but we'll turn that on. We can throttle that up. That should be ready. Let's go ahead and jettison our SRBs. Cool. And there we go. Thrust. I forgot to push the button. There was a button I was missing. Oh, it's not doing that one though. Which one is it launching? It's launching one of the ones on the insides, which is still going through composite 1. I'm not sure what's going on there. Separate. Sure. Parachutes. Sure. But we got up in the air. Okay, cool. I really want to try and figure this out. That thruster was working. Why is this one not working? Okay, so one of these on the inside was working, which tells me that I've done something right here. Okay, so throttle comes out of this microcontroller here, which is here. And I'm doing this the same way. I'm coming in with my input on composite 1. I'm sending out the throttle. Did I do something here? Let's check this. Oxygen, oxygen. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. How about we actually go and change the fuel cells to the right things? Oops. Yep, none of these, all these were on hydrogen from the last, or oxygen from the last time I copied them. So that might be why nothing's working to begin with. Well, let's double check all these. Make sure those are all the yellow ones, okay? So it should be oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen. And then maybe things will work right. And then we'll have to change our numbers around because I don't want the inner thruster going off at the same time that the outer thruster is going off. But we are getting somewhere. Okay, hydrogen, hydrogen, so oxygen, oxygen. So this should be hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Come on. And hydrogen. And double check. Yellow. Okay, perfect. Now let's see if this works. If this was my stupid mistake, and then geez, I've wasted so much time trying to debunk this. Let's get in here. I'm just going to skip the other one first, or the solid We're just going to skip the solid boosters first. We're going to go straight for launching this guy, and let's see what does. Okay, we're in the air. No, we are thrusting. Okay, well, I'm going to have to launch the SRBs just to see if that's actually working. No, it's not working. I don't understand. I don't understand. Jettison the SRBs. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't have a way of separating from... Yeah, all I can do is the command module. Okay. Clearly there's some issues going on here. And I don't know where to go from here. Because everything is connecting. I don't get it. We are getting signals through because it's doing things. It's getting signals to here. These are working, but something's not working here. I'm not really sure. I am not really sure. Here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna paint this thing because I got a little bit of time here. We're gonna paint this up a little bit, make this look pretty good. I think what I'm gonna do here is grab our crazy like brownish color here that we have and start painting up this main body. And let's see what this looks like here. Let's also turn mirror mode on. So this will look like the insulating paint that they have on it. I think that actually looks pretty good right now. Let's see, let's go all the way around with it. We'll get this base color on here. That's actually not bad. We'll come down here, just paint all this. Lots of weird triangles there. And we'll paint all this. How does that look? Does that look all right? I feel like that looks all right. And we'll paint in here too, why not? Sure. And just so it's nice and neat, we'll paint in here. All right, so as far as on top here goes, I think what we need to do, ooh, we can actually put some triangles in here. And that will snug up these corners. Actually, they'll make them, oops. No, we don't want to get rid of that. I'm gonna do this in the corners instead. And then everything in here, I think what we'll do is, I'm gonna just grab a black here. And I think we'll just cover like these corners here with a couple black blocks, and that should be okay. Actually, those aren't needed. Those aren't needed. That should be enough to kind of dim that little area here. Actually, we can just go, we'll do this. That way I know that when you look up through here, you won't see anything but black and painted section. Cool, that looks good. All right, let's paint this thruster kind of grayish. That's too dark. There we go, I like that. And we can paint these up a little gray here. Let's paint these. That, we can go up and paint these up here as well. There we go, nice. Okay, let's get our paint here. Let's get our bucket, get all of this. Make this look nice. And the same with this up front. And here, we need to paint underneath. We need to paint these, what are they called? We need to paint the things. The hinges. Man, I could not think of what they were called all of a sudden. I was going brain dead. Okay, so all that's done like that. Nice. We'll get all this painted in there. Nice. Those can stay white like that, because it's all just going to get closed up. What does it look like spawned in now? It looks pretty accurate considering everything was done in black and white back in the day. Okay, let me go get a med pack. All right, I've brought some color back to my life. Yeah, I like that color. That color looks really good on it. Looks like it's supposed to be. We need to paint these guys here, and then I think we can do some maybe some checkered patterns. Okay, let's grab this. All right, so we'll get our brush. We needed to paint something. It was the wrong color. What were they? Was it just these guys? Okay, I don't know how to make these look right, so I'm gonna paint the backs of them as well. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah, I think so. Okay, we got a little thing here. I don't know what that was for. What was this for? All right, so that's all nice and painted. Let's grab some black and let's maybe do some checker pattern here. And I think, could we stop our insulating color here, or do we go up to here and do it? Let's just do it right here. We'll do some black checker patterns. Okay, we'll paint all of that in there like that. That looks good, which means that we can paint this. Perfect. And I'll just do the same across here. Come on, grab that and paint it. And we'll paint all the way down here as well. Sweet, and then we're just getting around to the back side. So this will be an easy, nice little paint there. Perfect. We can do that. Fill that in. Fill this in. Make that nice and neat. And we'll do the same thing up front here. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. So now we got to continue this pattern kind of up the side here. Yeah, I guess I'm going to paint the top here, just for making it easy for me to know where I'm going. Okay, so then from here, looks like it's maybe that little section and this little section here. So we can actually move up a little bit with these. Maybe to there, to there. Actually, we can come up more. Let's go up to there with it because we've got these fluid ports here, and that's going to make things weird when we try to actually go and actually paint in here. Actually, we could do it like this, and then maybe we can paint those. I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of winging it now. That's going to match up with that, so we need to come in here and make that white. Nope, because that needs to be black. How do I do this? That's going to match up with that. Does that really matter? I don't know if that really matters. Let's go back to that. How does that look? Not terrible, honestly. Not terrible. Although, let's see. Let me change it up a little bit. Since we're experimenting here, what if we did this? I think this might work a little better. And we can do like that. And this will give us a better pattern going around, maybe. Like that. Then I can do those there. Yeah, I think this will work. All right, so I'm gonna finish painting this up and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, cool. I actually kind of dig that, honestly. I feel like we'll need some on our boosters here. We can do a little bit on our boosters. Let me spawn this in. I want to look at this from a distance. See what that actually... Yeah, I dig it. It might be a little excessive in this area here, but we're going to stick with it. I'm going to add some detailing to this section here, and I think we'll be good. Let's jump back in here. All right, so I think I'll just paint the tops of these like this, and that should be okay. I had some yellow that I wanted to use as well. I think would look really nice on here. Let's get this painted up first, and then we can figure out where a lot of that can go. Is all this? Nope, all this needs to be painted. Let's get in there. Make sure that looks nice. Get in there, get all that. Repaint that white. Okay, that looks all right. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think, let's see, I'll do another ring. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll paint that one. I just miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll paint here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. And that should be enough. Or do we just stripe it? That actually looks pretty good too, just putting a stripe around it. All right, maybe we'll just do that. All right, single stripes around, kind of dig it. And I kind of want to come in here and use this yellow that I was using last time. I think it was This one? I think it's the same as that. And I kind of want to put some paint around this area here. I think that'll help break up our rocket a little bit on the way it looks. All right, come around the back here. Don't need much, just a little bit to kind of change up that little color there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Spawn that in. How does that look? Looking pretty good, honestly. Should we bring that yellow down to the bottom into this section too? Maybe. Let's do that. Let's come down here. Let's make, let's grab our bucket and we'll bring that down to here. Kind of a mustard color, if you will, I think. Does that look all right? I don't know if I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm not digging it, but I think I am gonna paint it black down here. I think that's gonna look better. Get rid of a lot of this this flat looking area that we have here. We'll go in here and we'll paint this. We'll make all this look nice. If there's any areas we missed, yep, a couple. There we go, swooping around. Yep, missed that, missed this. All right, so then I'll just paint all this, and that should just make our bottom look a little bit better than it already was. All right, how does that look? Yeah, I like that a lot better. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I could add some decals and things like that. I guess I could do that next time though. Spawn this in one more time. Let's take a look at it. Let's go and fly around this sucker. Yeah, I'm digging it. I dig the paint scheme. I noticed that we've got a little spot there that we missed. That's okay. Let's grab that. Let's fix that. This is on the side that our door is. Whoops. Easy fix. Easy fix. We'll go like that. Paint that in there. All right. Nicely done. And we'll go like that. Cool. That should be all sides there. Nice. So I think we're done here. Not done, but as far as like painting goes, maybe we'll add some more decals and add some more things onto it. But let's go ahead and I want to get this thing in the air now with some paint on it and see how fast it looks. Probably no more faster than it already was. We're gonna launch those SRBs. Let's get this sucker in the air. Let's go to photo mode here. Man, that looks good. What a difference. What a difference. Okay, let's hit play. Let's see how long this goes out here. See if we can get to space with this. I like it though. It looks really, really good. Can I change the sunlight here? Let's get a better sunlight on this. There we go. Nice. All right, well, there we go. We've got, I'd say a functioning rocket. We're really close. We are really close. We've got the SRBs working. We can launch the SRBs. I don't know what's going on with my composite. I've got to find out what's going on with that. So I'm gonna ask the guys what's going on, see if they can figure out. I've probably just misclicked something and you guys probably already see it. Maybe you can yell at me in the comments and tell me what I did wrong. But I'm gonna get that working. Once we get all that working and we can get each stage to disconnect, I think we're pretty good here to actually take it out into space and see if we can actually get this to the moon and start figuring out what's wrong with it as far as disconnecting, turning things around, and getting some of the maybe the RCS working. But yeah, guys, look at that. It's a rocket and it's going to space and it's got a cool paint job. So yeah, I guess we're gonna ride this out. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going until the SRBs are no longer, and we'll see if we actually get up into our or see if we get into outer space here. My guess is that we're gonna need to put. Yep, there it goes. Oh, why did that do that? Okay, that was new. Okay, I don't. Sweet. Okay, clearly we've got another issue there. When the SRBs end, it disconnects the command module here. So cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I got some things to figure out, and yeah, we'll be back in the next one when we actually get some of these things figured out and we take this thing to space. But see you guys later.